Do you want to learn how to build an epic underground base just like this here? Watch to the end of the video and I will show you just how easy it is. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Oogie here, and today I am bringing you another episode of the Minecraft How to Build series, and today we are going to build an epic underground Minecraft base, which I will show you just how to do. I think this base will be very awesome. It will be something you guys would definitely want to recreate in your own survival series. So let's get started. First thing what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab some slabs. The slabs will essentially be the outline of our building. We're going to grab some smooth stone slabs and essentially make a circle of it. So we're going to go across by 5, just like so. Then you're going to go out by 2 on each of the sides, just like this here. So it's essentially like recreating the circle we did for our Tatooine house for Luke Skywalker. So if you guys haven't seen that video, be sure to go and check it out. It is really awesome and it shows you how to build a very, very nice base, and I'm almost certain you guys will definitely enjoy that. So as you can see, I am essentially just replicating the same thing all the way across. So what it essentially is it's 5 blocks, then a double block out, 1, 1, and a double block out again. So as you can see, we're getting the shape of something very similar to this. So that's essentially what we're going to replicate all the way around, as we want to make sure the shape of the house will be exact same as it's supposed to be. So what we're doing here is essentially making an epic massive circle. So as you can see, this base is going to be absolutely huge inside, and this is the way we're going to build it. Also guys, for those of you who don't know, I have recently created a Discord server for all of you guys, so you guys can join in, share your builds, share your ideas, let me know what type of videos you want to watch, so be sure to go and check that out. Also, if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, also slap the like button, as that will help me grow so much. And without any further ado, let's continue on with the series, with the episode. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to dig down by 6 blocks all the way down. So I'm going to dig down by 6, and essentially I'm going to make this whole area 6 blocks deep and empty. So I'm going to show you guys what that would look like, as I'm sure none of you want to see me digging all the way through it. I have dug out all the area around, and as you can see, we're sitting there with a huge cave like so. What your next mission is going to be is, what you're going to want to do is essentially grab some stripped spruce logs and birch planks, just like so. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to replace, you don't want to grab them, you want to grab stripped spruce wood, there we go. And you're going to replace everything essentially with these 2 blocks like so. So the floor is going to be spruce or birch planks, and the walls are going to be stripped spruce wood. Now that we have dug out a whole area for the house, what you're going to want to do is make staircases going in through a bunch of different entrances. So what you're going to want to do is you're essentially just going to want to drop down to the very bottom like so, create a simple door, and then dig in by 1 block, or dig out by 1 block like so, and essentially go all the way up, creating a simple staircase. So it's the whole staircase will be 3 blocks wide, and you're going to have a single door at the very bottom. So I'm going to show you how to really quickly do this here on this side, and then what we're going to do is we're essentially going to replicate it on all of the sides directly in the middle, so you can enter the house from any kind of point and direction that you're coming from, which will actually be very, very handy. And then I'm going to show you how to decorate that at a later stage. So you're going to want to make sure that your staircases are able to reach the very top all the way from the bottom, and you're going to want to give yourself a little bit of space, just like so. And essentially what you're going to want to use here is some birch planks going all the way out, and your staircase will begin here. So this will be quite a long staircase. However, it will look very, very nice once we are complete with the whole design of the staircase and finished off in the house. So what you want to start doing then is you want to grab some spruce staircases going all the way up, or birch staircases, sorry, my bad, not spruce, there we go. And what you're going to do is essentially just put them across like so. We will replace the walls to make it look that little bit homey, and just kind of a little bit more, I don't know, it's just going to feel that much kind of smoother going all the way up. And as you can see, we are at the top here now. So we're going to have a staircase like this here, essentially going across everywhere. So I'm going to really quickly replicate that, and I'm going to show you what else to do. Okay, so we are currently sitting with a shape of this here, with the staircases going all the way down to the bottom. So your next step is essentially to remove the walls in the area around them and replace it with the exact same blocks of stripped spruce wood. So you're going to make an entrance into the house leading with spruce wood and leading out with it. I'm going to really quickly do this here and show you guys what that would look like. Now that I've finished filling out the gaps, I sit with a house shape, something very similar to this here. So your next goal will be essentially to remove the planks or half slabs that I've placed at the top, as these were only placeholders so that we knew exactly the shape of the house that we're going to use. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab some glass blocks and fill out the gaps directly in the middle, and I will show you just how to do it, as there's a few differences that I want you to make throughout the design of it. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a nice a nice cross going across the middle, just like so. This will be so that we can add a few glowstones going all the way across and add a nice source of light. It will also create a nice little design for the shape of our building. So as you can see, I'm going all the way across, and then in the middle what I'm going to do is essentially I'm just going to grab some glowstone, just like so. And what you're going to want to do is place glowstone, and you're going to want to place that every second block that you go out, so just like so. And these should be all looking in the exact same way, as the blocks should be spaced exactly the same. If you follow the tutorial correctly, everything will match up and everything will be exactly even, just as you can see I'm doing right now. This is what you're going to want to do all the way across, and then what you want to do after that is fill out the middle essentially with glass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really quickly grab standard glass blocks. You don't want any color or anything, glass blocks, and I'm going to fill the whole gaps in. So I'll show you what that looks like in just a wee second. We currently have a house in a similar shape of this here, which is, as you can see, looking very, very well, and the base is coming along very, very nicely. But we want to be able to add a few things just to touch it up. So what you're going to want to do is essentially grab a few small things that we're going to use, which will be spruce trapdoors. And what you're going to want to do is you want to go around the edges and place some spruce traps, just like so, essentially giving that bit of a nicer design to the very top of the house whenever you're looking at it from afar. So you're going to want to do this all around the circle, and essentially what it will look like is something similar to this here with nice traps laid across. I'm going to do this really quickly and show you guys what that would look like. Our base currently looks something very similar to this. Our next step then is to add some nice doors at the bottom before we finish up decorating the staircase. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come inside of the base and essentially pick a door that you're most kind of that you like the design of the most. I usually use dark oak wood doors, simply because they seem like the kind of most realistic doors that we can have. And as you can see, we have a source of light up above us, which is also very nice. But what you can do on the inside is add a few lanterns, which I'm going to do really quickly right now. And I'm essentially just going to place the lanterns directly in the middle, like so, and just above the doors on each of the sides. So as you can see, the light will be shining all the way across the room, and we should have enough of it. What you can also do is you can put a few torches, you can add a few additional blocks of light here and here in just a wee moment. Then what comes next is we're going to really quickly decorate the inside and make it kind of as homey as possible. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab a bed and essentially pick a side of the room which you're going to sleep on. So for me, this is going to be this side here. You can place a double bed with a nice small chest on the side, just like so. And then over here, what you can do is you can add a few paintings up above. So if I get a painting, oh my bad, there we go. I'm going to grab a small painting and place it directly above. You can always do it up a little bit higher, but I'm going to have it one block above the bed, just like so. And then what you can do at the top is add another double one, which will kind of cover the whole area there. So this is essentially the bedroom part of our house, and as you can see, this is a very small base, and it's like a studio almost. It's not going to be anything very kind of special or different, so it's very important to make sure you utilize the space as well as possible. So as you can see, I'm using a lot of this space for my chest, just like so, and I'm going to create a huge kind of tower for our furnaces. Since furnaces can go all the way up, I recommend going all the way to the top of the glass, although you could also leave a block of space, and as you can see, this would look very, very nicely in the dark. But we're going to continue on decorating in just a wee second. So next thing what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make sure that we have enough of stuff inside to keep us kind of running, and we have enough space and storage that we can use. So you're going to want to add a few extra things, just kind of design wise, and you know, just change up a little bit. So as you can see here, you can put another crafting table and 2 barrels up at the top, utilizing the space as best as possible. So this looks absolutely grand. You could also just go 3 barrels on top of your crafting table, or essentially you can just stack up crafting tables all the way up. For the sake of this here, I'm just going to put 3 barrels going all the way up from our crafting table, just like so. And as you can see, the storage in them is decent as well. And then you have a huge bit of storage over on this side here. So this is very efficient, and it's going to give you so much storage that you can use in your house. The next step is decorating the other side of the house. You're going to grab some bookshelves, and essentially it's going to be like a very, very small library, just like so, going all the way up. And yet again, we're going to finish off with just a block up above, giving it that 1 block of headroom just up at the top. Then what you want to do is you want to grab the enchantment table and essentially place it down in front of your bookshelves, just like so that you can enchant as best as possible, and that will cover your library section of the house. So the next part is setting up our final section over here, and you can do it in whichever way you would like or whatever you would need. Essentially at this point here, you have almost all the stuff ready except from essentially enchanting, potion room, and kind of fixing up your armor. So what we're going to do is we're going to place an anvil on this side here, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to decorate the inside by adding like a half slab up at the top and going all the way kind of around of the build, or around the building. So what you can do is you can use a daylight detector, going all the way up around here, just like so. And then you can use the below area for something special, such as barrels, just like this here. And as you can see, the barrels will work absolutely fine. So this is going to be like an extra storage unit just down below. Alternatively, what you can do is you can get rid of the daylight sensors and replace this with anything else. Or what you can also do is add a very simple slab going all the way across the blocks. And I'll show you just how to do that as well. This is going to be kind of up to your own imagination and deciding what you want to do. For this here, I'm going to use the quartz slabs. And what you can do is you can go all the way across, just like this here, creating a nice kind of, just, you know, like a nice shelf almost, kind of coming out from the wall that you can place your stuff upon. And then what you're going to do is you're going to want to grab a few brewing stands and essentially set them up just like so in each of the corners. And on the sides, what you can do is you can add whatever else you might need. So I often like to have my crafting benches just beside them, like so. Although you can use whatever you would like. I'm going to put some blaze ender rods on the sides beside our brewing stands, just like so. So then that adds a little bit of additional light, and it looks absolutely awesome. You have your anvil, so you can upgrade and enchant whatever items you might want yet again, which works very fine. You have your bedroom, you have a library, and you have your kitchen / storage unit. You can always expand this here across in whichever ways you may want. And like I said again, what you could also do is replace the floor with some barrels, just like this here, and that will increase the amount of storage you're going to have in the house. So as you can see, what I'm simply doing is I'm putting barrels down all the way like so. It's not really working at the minute. There we go. And what you want to do is you just want to make sure you have plenty of barrels that you can place. And this is like a kind of, it's almost like a hidden storage unit, as you wouldn't really see that very, very often on the ground. So what you're going to want to do is place these down like so. So they all match, and as you can see, you can simply reach right click down below and use that area as a storage unit. So this house is very, very storage efficient, which is exactly what we were looking for. And as you can see, as the night comes in, you can essentially make this even a bit more brighter by using some ender rods at the top of each of these stands, just like so. So this will work absolutely fine. You can place them on top, just like this here, or you can make them come out of walls, which is also more than grand. I'm actually going to make these come out of walls for design purposes. I think that would kind of look just that little bit nicer, and it will be a little bit smoother, just like so. And as you can see, this is shaping up to be rather a very, very nice house, and it's going to be very space efficient as well. So our last kind of mission is essentially to decorate the outside of the house, and it's to set up our staircase. On the inside, in the middle, you can add whatever you would like, whether it's a crafting table or whether it's some chests, whatever you may feel like is the best. You can also split these here sections off into small rooms that you'll be able to go across, and that would be absolutely fine as well. But I'm going to leave a crafting table in the middle, and then we're going to go out and decorate our staircases. To decorate our staircase, what we're going to want to start off with is grab some birch planks. Then we're going to add one block going across like so, and what you're going to want to do then is you're going to grab this spruce stripped wood, and essentially it's going to go up by one block just like so, and then we can place kind of a fence in the middle. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to grab a gate and a fence, just like so. There we go, my bad, I couldn't spell that out there for some reason. So we're going to grab standard oak fences and gates, and there we go. This is going to be our entrance into the house. Alternatively, what you could do is you could have 3 gates going all the way across just like so, and you can essentially do that all across the whole of the building. Then what you want to do here is you want to use this stripped spruce wood and do small pillars going across after every second block, just like so, all the way up to the edge here. And what you're going to use in here is some wooden fences that will go across just like so. And on top of these wooden fences, what we're going to add afterwards is essentially some lanterns. So I'm going to really quickly fill this out. I'm going to show you guys what that should look like. This is the way we're going to have our entrances going into the house, and as you can see, this looks absolutely fine, and whenever you look at it from the top, you can see that everything's kind of matching all across the house. So essentially this is it for our survival base, and this is the way you're going to want to build the stuff around it. If you have any differences or any kind of different ideas that you want to put into it, feel free to add it. This is kind of the base I would usually recommend building. It's very easy to do, and it doesn't really take that long, but it looks very, very nice from up at the top. But anyway guys, this has been it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to slap the like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button to help me out so much in growing. Also guys, I'm going to leave a link to my Discord server down in the description, so be sure to go and join that. I will be answering any of your questions, and I will be having some games and stuff with you guys, and as soon as the server comes out, I will be playing with you on that all the time. But anyway guys, thanks for watching once again. This has been Augie here. Have an awesome day, and goodbye.